I wanted to explain here that the higher self is very deep in the unconscious, hidden also, but it's not. But actually, the higher self is higher consciousness. Actually, you must say it is here, like in the heaven. But for us, it seems like unconscious when you find it the very first time, because we have never considered that, and we have never felt or were never connected to the higher self, and therefore it seems like unconscious, but it's not unconscious. It's just unknown for us, but actually it's higher. But some say it's in the unconscious, but that's actually wrong, what some psychologists say, and what I wanted to present and to tell here now, because it's not the case. But in most cases, what psychologists say are right and are good to understand. For example, wisdom is also here in the unconscious areas, and philosophers which have access to wisdom, there is the barrier, the water, what I tried to make here clear, that here ends the water. That's ground zero here. And you can open this water and go a little deeper and have connection to your unconscious areas through meditation. And therefore we meditate. That's a very big aspect to develop, because most people are just suppressing. They don't want to see their emotions. They don't want to see negative thoughts. They always try to suppress. But then when you suppress, you want just this perfect, controlled, conscious life. This is the top of the mountain here. This is your perfect, controlled 5 centimeter life, your keyhole. And people just strive for that. They have control. The whole society, the whole civilization is like we control everything. Yeah, we have founded this street, and we added traffic lights, and that we have the control about it. Yeah, in some cases it's good and it's working well. So, but for the human soul, you, you have you have to consider there is still the unconscious, which wants to show us actually the highest wisdom and the higher self. But this is what the unconscious wants. It is not that it wants to blame us and show us negative emotions. The problem is when you the first time have access to the unconscious, your emotions come first, because they are not that high stuff like wisdom or so, and they are not that unconscious. They are often in the pre-conscious. This refers to different personalities. Pre-conscious is like it's very close to conscious, and it's very close to ground zero, and you have easier access than to the rest, what is even more hidden in unconscious. It is also unconscious, therefore it's under the waterline. But pre-consciousness or pre-conscious is what is grabbable for the conscious, what is ready to become conscious and to let the top little grow. And here are several methods. Through meditation, you can have access very fast here. Through dreams too. If you don't meditate, you will suffer again and again from even more nightmares and worse nightmares, because they want to show you something. They want to show you something, and you don't want to see, and I don't want to have nightmares anymore. But they want to show you. And Freud and all the psychologists said that the preconscious and dreams have such a high value. We don't see that in earlier times in religions, and so they saw dreams as a big thing. Some prophets also had very interesting dreams which helped his whole society or his whole folks from, which saves the folks from things and brought the folk to God. And so dreams have ever been useful, but nowadays they once started to say dreams are useless. And this is not good, because dreams can say you something if you interpret it in the right ways. When you, for example, dream about a person which you don't like, you must consider it has never to do with this person. The truth is that the person stands as an image, as whatever you don't like, maybe something which you reject on yourself. When this person is maybe an angry person, maybe you reject to have anger in your unconscious areas because you were perfect in suppressing anger. But it comes in the dreams and it shows you And then you wake up and you are confused like that. And yeah, you will see the unconscious influences you if you want or not. And in the deepest areas are the most interesting things. But the pity is that in the not so deep areas, there are, first of all, it's all the suppressed stuff we don't want to see. Yeah, we are just here in this duality. We just want the good stuff, we suppress the bad ones. We just want good emotions, we suppress the bad emotions. We just want good thoughts, positive thoughts, we suppress the negative thoughts. And all that suppressed stuff, that negative stuff, first of all, comes directly to you when you start to meditate. And then you're, whoa, I don't want to meditate again ever in my life. It's too hard. I was frightened, that's the first times of meditation. And that's a big problem that most people again and again stop to meditate and say, oh no, that was too hard for me. I have seen like negative emotions over. No, you must learn to bear that. That's a hard way. But when you come through that first things which shows up, you will really find, first of all, the inner peace, then inner harmony between your soul parts. I will go to that in the ego stuff later now. And you will really have a good life then. But the more you have suppressed in your life, it is hard the first time to meditate. But in some cases, it's not that hard. Maybe it's just the very first time, which is not so good. But the second time is perfect, and you suddenly get the inner peace. And but the inner peace is not the highest aim, but it's our first positive results. And you have never had such a peace before. You will say, "Oh, that's good. Let's go deeper." And one day you find the higher self.